All right, we are officially starting this amazing 2018 JV collaboration call. Thank you all for being here. I really appreciate you coming out and taking the time out of your day and your holiday season to be here. I know you could be doing a lot of other things, but this is super important, and I'm glad that you see that the importance of this as well. We're here to collaborate, to brainstorm, and introduce each other. You guys are all people that I work with that I want to promote 100% to my community. And I have vetted 100% as a go-to resource for people in my community. And so I know that there's going to be a lot of synchronicity here and a lot of amazing partnerships that can happen if we all just work together. Okay, so how this is going to work is the first 30 minutes we're going to introduce each other. It's going to be just about 1 or 2 minutes for each person to share what are you working on, or what do you provide, the cost, and how much you want to offer as a commission, and anything else you can provide as a resource or a connection or whatever else. And there's also something else I can't remember exactly, but I wrote it out. It's on a whiteboard, so you'll get to see that in a moment. It's really important that we keep this very, very strict to no more than 2 minutes each. Okay, if you can share it in 1 minute, even better. Okay. So the first introduction, we do that in the first 20-30 minutes. Then after that, we're going to let the JV magic happen. You'll see in a moment, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. I'm going to share this whiteboard of something that I wrote out here. Okay. All right, everyone, let me know if you could see my screen. Just nod your head because you're, okay, cool. All right, I'm gonna unmute everyone now, and if I can make sure I do this right. Just one moment, hold on. Unmute all. Okay, so everyone's unmuted now. So I'm gonna go just one by one through each person that I see on my my screen to go ahead and just share what you're gonna do. You're gonna share just what is your primary service, what is your offer, what is the thing that you're offering, and just be direct. Like I said, I have vetted for every single one of you. I know that everyone here is amazing at what you do. You guys are, in my opinion, one of the very best in the world. So I know you have what it takes. Okay. Now you don't have to share your story. With that said, you don't have to share, your background, your experience, all that stuff. We can look that up on LinkedIn, or we can ask you more about that, later on. So, hold on. And if you have a loud background noise, please mute yourself. Okay, I heard some weird stuff going on. And so, just share what do you do and who is it for? All right, the primary audience, the cost of it or the price range, if it's a service, if it's a negotiable kind of thing, and how much the compensation is. And I put in there if you want to give me some kind of JV referral commission. That's up to you. If you want to add that in there, just it's up to you. Mention that. And then what you can offer to others, other things that you can do. So you're willing to give referrals. You can give webinars. You can do webinars. You can give resources, clients, gigs, like speaking gigs, summit gigs, etc. You can give them attendees, more people in the audience, or services. You can offer your services to them for whatever, as a barter or whatever you want to say. It's totally your choice. And I know this is all just these are things that just were, nobody saw this list before, right? So this is all new to everyone. So just share whatever comes to mind at this point, okay? There might be other things that come up later. That's later, you can share that later on. And then the other thing is the size of your audience and your potential reach. So how many people are on your list, or people that you have access to on your subscribers or your customers, etc. And just a moment, I'm going to mute everyone again because it's kind of loud. I don't know what's going on there. And then potential reach, what that is, through your colleagues, your partners, and your associations. All right. So one thing I've learned is that it's not about who you know. It's not about who you know, but who they know. All right. So I'm going to explain that in a moment. What I mean by that is basically, I've had a lot of JV partners in my life. That's kind of what I've built my business on. from relationships. And what I've learned is that I've been doing this all networking one-on-one for a very long time. And you don't really need to go one by one. You don't have to do it that way. What I've learned is really the best way, the quickest way to get referrals to your business, your webinars, whatever else, is to go through other people, the people that you already know, to ask, to find out who they know or their associations, their partnerships, how you can leverage them to bring traffic to you, etc. All right, so that's just a lesson I learned, and I wanted to share that. So it's super important. If you have, you might have an audience of like 100 people or even less, like 5 people, right? And which I don't think anyone here does. But anyway, you can have a super small audience, but if you have a potential reach of millions of people through one person that or 5 other people that is that makes it really a big deal for people that want to promote you. All right, cool. So hopefully let me check in with you guys. Is that making sense? Am I going over your head, or is this making sense? Just say yes if it is. Okay, cool. I'm glad. All righty, cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and just again, you're gonna share for 2 minutes all this stuff here, and this is just here to remind you what you're gonna share. And after the 2 minutes, when the 2 minutes comes up, I'm going to just say, hey, 2 minutes is up, okay? And if you want, actually this will help. I don't know if this will help you or not. You can pay attention to my video. If you can see me, you can just see if I go like this, okay? If I go like this, that means you have 10 seconds left. And then I'll just say, time's up when it's 2 minutes, all right? All right, so then we're gonna go ahead and start with the first person I see here, which is Mike. Okay, so Mike, go ahead. I'm gonna unmute you now and share with us, all
okay, guys. I'll hit some bullet points as fast as I can here, and then we can debrief later. We all know we're in a new economy with the gig economy, the sharing economy, Uber, Airbnb, whatever. So a new economy needs a new chamber of commerce, because we're now in a whole new era of digital networking. So what I do is I use my background as a director with NBC TV and radio in New York for about 10 years, documentary interviews, etc., to help my people understand both how to capture their story quickly through an interview process that I do with them, to put them up on a pedestal as the authority on their topic, and then how to distribute it at a very simple level. The key to the real foundation of the new economy, according to all experts, and I've interviewed a lot of them, is actually email marketing. Because, as they say, LinkedIn can change their algorithm tomorrow, but you can really own your own email list. So I found a real pedestrian way using Gmail to help anybody grow their email list for local digital networking, tell their story. And I've also started a blog called Gig Entrepreneurs, which has irrefutable proof from Forbes, Fortune, Entrepreneur, Wall Street Journal, even the Federal Reserve Bank, that the entire economy has changed to the gig economy, and we now all need to adapt to it. To me, the new economy under which all entrepreneurs work is the highest level. So nothing supersedes that. It's the premier thing that we all need to know about. Thank you.
All right, thanks, Mike. All right, I really appreciate you sharing that. And I wanted to just remind everyone real quick, what we want to know are the things here. We want to know your service. Okay, just think of one service. Hold on a sec, Mike. I know you're going to say something.
Since I went first, I have 10 more seconds. I can wrap that up for you.
All right, no worries. I'll get to you one moment. I apologize for not making this, clear. I made it a point to myself to remember this, but I totally forgot. So I'm going to say it right now, okay? And I'll just give you one more minute, Mike, to share after this. One moment, okay? So, all right, so think of one service, you guys. I know we all offer all kinds of things. I offer a million things as an agency, but just think of one service, okay? One thing you want to share, and just say what it is. You don't need to share your story. You don't need to share the problems, the pitch, elevator pitch, all that stuff. Like I said, I've vetted for everyone here. Everyone here is amazing. So think of one great service you can just share. What is it? What is it called? That's it. And then who is it for? All right. The price, the cost range, whatever it is, and the compensation, whatever you want to share. And again, what you can offer to others, other things you can offer, as I shared earlier, and the size of your audience and the size of your reach. Okay. So remember these things, please. And I'm using this whiteboard so you can look at it and just go through this. And this is all under 2 minutes. Okay. Preferably 1 minute. Okay. All right. So, Mike, I'm going to unmute you, give you another chance. And I totally forgot to mention this. I'm so sorry for, not saying this again. Just share the one service that you want to share, and who's it for, how much it costs, compensation, everything here on the list. Okay. You got it, Mike? You good?
New Economy Chamber of Commerce, $297, pays out $100 for referral. We do the closing, so there's really no selling. It's for entrepreneurs, speakers, authors, experts. And let's see, I hit the, we offer a year of ongoing coaching about how to use digital networking to get new clients. And I'm working very closely with Sunil, and I want it to be in tandem with the Meetup group, which has over 80,000, Meetup organization, over 80,000 members. And I have a national radio show with a weekly audience of 5 million loyal listeners.
All right. Awesome. Thank you so much, Mike. That was so much better. All right. And so you guys see, and one more thing I want to share with you guys, while you're listening to other people, think about how you can work with them. Okay. Think about what you can get from them, what kind of things you can, receive from them, and how it can help your audience. Okay. And also think of how you can how you can give something to them as well. Okay. So Mike, he barely touched on this, but he's, he works with like the media. He actually, he has a huge reach. He said 5 million people, 5 million listeners on broadcast radio. So he gets people on the actual radio, and that's what I'm using his service for. Okay. But his main service was the gig economy, $297. He offers $100 as a referral. All right. Now we're going to go through each one now, each person here, get through this list very quickly. And again, we're going to get into the networking and the more, collaboration later on in the second segment. Okay. So I'm going to go with Sunil now, which is interesting. You're right below him, which we're, you guys are partners. All right. So ready, Sunil, and you're good to go.
Okay. My primary service is a service we call the Global Meetup Mastermind. It's a year-long program where we facilitate collaborations, and I collaborate with people, with my 80,000 people, and also we train people how to build large audiences and engage. Who is it for? It's for experts, business owners, coaches, healers, authors, speakers, real estate brokers, anybody with a large team or an MLM kind of group. Price range is $2,500 to $6,000 for the program. We're also offering a lifelong membership now for a limited time. Compensation, we give $500 for every sign up to our Global Meetup Mastermind. And what I can offer to others, I was going through this list, probably every single one of these would be relevant. I mean, I'm always interested in giving people direct clients, as much as possible, because that's what makes things really work. But I'm also open to all the other resources as well. In my direct Global Meetup Mastermind, we have about 45 really ambitious, very generous people as well, who would be open to collaborating with you guys as well. Current size, my audience, as Mike pointed out, it's about 80,000 on Meetup in just the Bay Area. But we have other Meetup organizations across the country that we collaborate with, so that probably adds another 100,000 right there. Because in New York, we have about 75,000, and we are present in Boston, Miami, and San Diego, Los Angeles, and Houston. And we're building out in other countries as well. Size of the potential reach, I think I covered that already. Well, if you include my LinkedIn connections. I've got some really good connections on LinkedIn and really good friends of mine for like 20, 35 years. Could be looking about 11,000 additional people right there. And then I've been in the expert space since 1991, so I have a lot of people. Yeah, that's it. Pretty much it.
Awesome. Thank you. All right. Great job, Sunil. Thank you for sharing that. All right. So we're going to get to the next person now. And I'm going to Jackie. All right. Unmuting yourself. I unmuted you just now. So go ahead, Jackie, share with us.
Hi, Elmar. Just delighted to be here today. My service is Speakertunity, and we provide direct contacts for leaders, experts, entrepreneurs to connect with their next audiences worldwide through providing them tip sheets on speaker leads, radio and podcast leads, and virtual summit leads. These are people that are actually looking for guest presenters, speakers, and radio show and podcast guests. So this service, which is very unique, it's $35 a month for those people who sign on. And we give our affiliates a 30% referral fee. This service gets rave reviews, and it really works for anybody in the transformational space. One of the things that we're doing, obviously our affiliates can offer this for a fee, but one of the ways we're introducing it is we're giving our affiliates the opportunity to deliver it as a 1-month free trial. So they can offer their audiences an opportunity to try any of the 3 products, Speakertunity Speaker Lead, Speakertunity Radio Insider, or Speakertunity Summit, so that they can enroll for free for a month. It's $105 value. And then of course, then it kicks into $35 a month after that on each one of those. And so, that's a great way for people to test it, don't feel obligated. And by the way, they get an email before that ends that tells them that the opportunity comes up for them to renew or to stay on or cancel, so there's no surprises. What I can offer to others is I have a twice-a-month tip sheet and a newsletter that goes to my list of 8,000. And I am more than happy to include anyone in that, as that works for them. There are occasions that we will do solos. It depends on what the program is and how close it is to our audience. And there are other ways. I will always look to chat with somebody about various opportunities to collaborate. So we can be inventive on occasion, but I'm always also happy to lend referrals. I have a very deep bench of people who are experts in this industry, both as service providers and as leaders and experts. So
okay, I got to stop you there. Sorry. Thank you so much for sharing, Jackie. That was great. So yeah, I mean, I apologize for having to interrupt, but
the only question I didn't answer is altogether my potential reach is 12,000.
All right, awesome, great. Okay, cool. So all right, I'm gonna unmute now. Again, for those of you just joining, just pay attention to what everyone's saying and think of how you can work together as a joint venture and help each other in some way. And when you get to your turn, keep it as short as possible, 1 to 2 minutes, explaining all these things here. Okay, so Joe, you are next.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So my primary service.
Hold on. Sorry, I'm sorry, Joe.
Joe.
I'm so sorry. All right. We'll go with Joe White since now you're on the top of my screen. But I was talking about Joe Nicasio. I forgot that there was another one. But hey, Joe White, I'm gonna let you go. Yeah, I'm gonna let you go. So go ahead. All right.
So my primary service is called PMA, which is Product Millionaire Academy. It's a course for offer speakers, consultants and coaches how to create their own product line, whether it's online courses, physical courses, or whether they want T-shirts, hats, PLR, white label services, white label websites, all of that. Kind of just giving the speaker a chance to build out a whole product line. My price range is between $297 and $997. I'm giving 30% compensation. I can do webinars, referrals, all of that. My audience on that list is about 5,000. My audience on my real estate investing list, because I've taught that for 18 years, is probably around 15,000. My potential reach is probably around 150 to 200,000.
Very cool. All right, cool. Awesome. Thank you, Joe. That was great. Perfect introduction. All right. So next, I'm sorry, Joe Nicasio. I'm gonna let you go just because I feel a little bad. I mean, it was a little weird. All right, so let me unmute you. Joe?
Oh, well, good afternoon, everybody.
Good
I'm Joe
afternoon.
Nicasio. My primary service is world-class business coaching. I am the best. I've been trained by the best. I only work with the best. I'm worth every penny. Who it's for, my program also is called Employee Escape Plan. EmployeeEscapePlan.com is the website. Who it's for, it's basically for three groups of people. Number one is the employee that has a soul-sucking job and they want to start a business. They want to succeed at it and they just don't know how. They need somebody's hand to hold them throughout that process. The second kind of person it's for is somebody that has a job and they have a side hustle. So I can take that side hustle, I can work with them and make that side hustle bigger. And the third group of people that I work with is people that are already in business and they want to have stronger fundamentals and they want to have a world-class coach in their corner. My typical price point is $3,000 and compensation can be anywhere from 30 to 50% depending on, I'm looking at doing a promotion this year to drop the price to $1,500 as a pilot program, and I'd pay like $500 or a third of what I receive on that. I'm just real flexible, so if you want to do this, let's talk. What I can offer others is cash in the form of referral fees. I do webinars. I'm very resourceful. I'm available for doing speaking gigs, and you know, I help people like I show up as a massive contribution to grow people's business. So that's the biggest thing I offer. The current size of my audience is about 2,700 in my email list, 5,000 in the Facebook group. That's probably my biggest challenge is I just need a bigger list, but I offer great value. So that's who I am and what I'm all about. That's my story and I'm sticking to it.
All right, great job, Joe. Awesome. So let's go with, I'm going to unmute Narveer because you're next on my screen. So go ahead, Narveer, share with us, what do you do?
My primary service is video creation. It may be of like 2D animation or 3D animation and any other like spokesperson videos. It is for every business because videos are really eye-catching, and price is ranging from 100 USD to 1000 USD. And as a compensation, I am ready to like 1 month free trial for landing page spokesperson. And my current audience size is currently I am only targeting the local businesses. I only targeted hospitals and gyms and many government schools, and that's all. Thank you.
All right, Navir, can you share what was the size of your audience and the potential reach? Can you say that one more time? I didn't hear.
I am currently targeting only local businesses. Reach is around only maximum of 1,000 or 2,000. Only
Okay.
I am.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. And can you just share with us one more time, speak a little slower for everyone to understand, what is your primary service?
Okay, my primary service is video creation.
Video
it may
creation.
be around 2D animation or 3D animation with spokesperson and spokesperson for landing page.
Okay, great. So that's video creation, animated videos, those kinds of things.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right on. Awesome. Thank you, Navir. So if you can just mute yourself for me because I can't find you anymore, but yeah, mute yourself and I'll move on to the next person. So I'm going to go with JJ. And it's kind of funny how you're a video person too, but go ahead.
Yeah, no worries. So yeah, my name is JJ and my primary service is video editing, mastering. And basically right now for entrepreneurs. So I do that professionally. It was more for, different type of clients from, well, we're not sharing the story. So the price range starts at $100. Compensation, then it will be, I haven't thought about that. So, and what I can offer to others would be referrals and then, services. current size of my audience is right under 1,000.
Okay.
And that's about.
And size of potential reach, what do you think? Like from the people you know?
Yeah. Well, just a little bit over that, I would say, you know.
Okay. Right on. And so, JJ, you're a professional video editor. You're offering your editing services as a video editor, or you're teaching?
Yes, well, that's basically if it's the primary service, and I'm teaching it.
Mhm.
Also, you know, video optimization.
Gotcha. Okay.
And
So
all the services that go around. So also I do photography, and so I
Mhm.
just wanted to be concise and follow directions. And
Right. I just want to get clear. So then the $100 price range, that is for your teaching, your course, or is that for
Yes.
you actually doing the work?
Yes, well, and it can be depending on the work. Like, you know, that's where it starts.
Okay, got it.
It's just, let's say, the starting point. Because it can go, you know,
Okay.
I've worked on projects to where it goes into multiple,
Lots.
like, yes,
Yeah.
depending on the project and the crew that's did it.
Right on.
Right.
All right, cool. Thank you, JJ. I'm going to go now to David. Keep this moving along. All right, David Olivo, sorry. Go ahead.
All right, so let's see. So what we do is we're actually partnered with someone who will, and again, the key is if you have excellent credit, we can help you raise cash for your startup business. And again, part of what we do in our business is we provide, as a business strategist, we help you invest part of those funds in order to make sure you come up with a no-kidding plan so that you're investing the funds to create revenue. That's the bottom line. So what I do, basically the commission will be based on the amount raised. So with you, Omar, you know, or with whoever we're JVing, we have our split, and basically I would just split the 15% that I get with whoever gets us the lead. So the key is, you know, we can raise up to anywhere from $250,000 to $300,000. The gentleman that does it, he gets 15% for himself. So again, 15% of that is what we'd have to split. But it amounts to, you know, for $300,000, it could be a nice chunk of change, you know, for us. So let's see, the size of our audience. Again, I know we have like 4,000 on LinkedIn. Our mailing list is 300 to 500, and that'll be growing. And I think that's it. I mean, if I hear, because I'm writing down whatever I hear people providing services, like I heard something that Jackie said and Joe said that I'll definitely reach out to, because there's synergy there. And again, it's one of those, I'd only put the audience we work with is startup businesses and whatnot. So
Awesome.
I look for things that fit in with that.
Right on. Awesome. Okay. Thank you, David. And yeah, I mean, let's go on. Okay. So I just wanted to say, you know, everyone here is so amazing. You guys, I can't wait for you guys to meet each other. So to actually talk more. All right. So I'm going to unmute CF, and I've never got her actual, like, you know, what that stands for. So I'm just going to call her CF. CF, you are unmuted now. Actually, what's going on? I'm trying to unmute you. I don't know why it's not working. CF, can you say something?
Can you hear me?
Yes. How you doing?
Good.
All right. So I know you just joined us. Go ahead and share in 1 or 2 minutes these things on the list if you can. Okay.
Yes, sir. And first of all, I want to say apologize for my voice. I'm coming over like a little cold here. Pretty much what I do in terms of we provide media distribution by way of streaming media, utilizing technology like on Roku. That's the main platform, being the leader and the most popular media streaming device in the country right now. Who is it for? Entrepreneurs, startups, small businesses, those who are in the creative industries who are looking to validate who they are, what they are, their expertise and their knowledge, their products and their service, not only a local and national TV audience, as well as an international TV audience around the world 24/7. Our price ranges for anywhere from $99 upwards into $900 for membership, and if someone wants a more of a enterprise channel created for them, that can range anywhere between that at $3,500 for that. In terms of compensation, we haven't given much thought to it, but it can range anywhere from $49 upwards into $500, and then plus something more customized depending on what we're collaborating to generate and create. What can I offer? I'll say a gamut of everything that you have listed here in terms of course referrals, learning a lot from what everyone's offering. So definitely I like to share with my client base when it's something I don't know or don't have. I like to refer others, clients, webinars, and everything else in between. My current size of my audience, it ranges. I would say it's somewhere like 70,000. And then for my potential reach from others, I would say it's somewhere upwards of 90 to 100,000, and then it can be a little bigger depending on utilizing Roku as a potential to reaching all of their viewers, which is in the upwards of 16 million viewers around the world.
All right, awesome, great job, CF, great job. So yeah, in case you guys didn't catch that, she basically gets you on TV. Okay, so she can get you and your clients on TV. Okay, on Roku. So all right, I want to now go with another person here who is also another video person, Michelle Copper. I'm unmuting you now.
Awesome.
All right.
Hi.
Go for it.
Hi.
Yes, hi.
You made it.
Yes.
How are you?
Doing great.
I feel like I missed everybody, but I've caught some of you already. I've caught the video people, which is awesome.
Yeah.
My name's Michelle Copper, and I own the Inspired Voice Business and Performance Coaching, and I help coaches, healers, authors, experts, speakers to give voice to their big transformational idea, and they do that online, on stage, and on camera. And for JV purposes, my Ready to Go program is called Make Videos That Sell. And it's a 5-step system to create client-getting videos in a few minutes, anywhere, anytime. And I've been running that program for a couple of years. I have great testimonials, 100% success rate. And I sell that during launches for $9.97. And the commission I offer on that program is 40%. And my specialty is really helping people who have a charge around being seen and heard. So the program has lots of practical technology. What do you say? How do you post? And those kinds of things. But it's also infused with performance training that helps people get really confident and comfortable on camera. And I already hear that there's video editors I could connect with here, and look forward to learning more about the other opportunities in terms of what people, how I can collaborate with people. I very much love to serve communities and build relationships rather than just like being everywhere all at once. So I have a list of about 2,000 people. It's a highly engaged, very active list. And I have a Facebook group with about 500 people. And I am promoted by people with very big lists. I've been promoted by Gina Gabellini and Milana Lashinsky and Christian Michelson and Alina Vincent. So I have access to their communities and referrals and connections to their communities, and do a lot of interviews and podcasts with people that have really big lists. So I'm growing fast.
Okay.
Yeah,
job.
I think that's everything.
Yes, awesome. Great job. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thanks for having our call today.
Yeah. All right, Michelle, just in case I guess you missed it, but just also pay attention, of course, to other people you can work with. And then after we introduce each other, we're going to get to networking with each other, okay?
Cool.
So we'll stick around. And let's get to the next person on the list, Ellen Finkelstein.
Hi, let me get my video back on. Hello, everybody. I know a few of you. So my primary service that I want to talk about today is Profit with Webinars, which is a self-study course that people do to learn how to write their script, to create their slides, how to promote their webinars, how to work with the technologies, kind of everything. One of the things that's unique is that I help people create persuasive slides, visual slides. The price for that ranges from $197, I think, maybe $297, $297 to $1297. The $1297 is like something where I do it with them. The affiliate commission for the $297 is 50%. For the $1297, it's 30%. I can help you guys with webinars, of course. I sometimes host webinars for my list, things like that. A service I provide is helping people with webinars. So I have several lists. The main one that I have in the internet marketing area is 5,000. I have another list of PowerPoint users, which is more professional. That's 12,000. And so, yeah, those are my emails. Now, my potential reach. So on LinkedIn, I have one list of training managers, which is 120,000, and another list of presenters, which is 6,000, so like 128K. I also have connections with the training magazine. They have a list of 180,000, and I sometimes get people to speak on there. And I've gotten 2,000 people on webinars, that registered for it through their promotions. And I'm a member of JVIC and NAM, so 2 organizations that I can, promote in their groups as well. So those are also large groups.
All right. Awesome. Great job, Ellen. Thank you so much. All right. Great job. So I'm going to now go to the next person. Let's see. Actually, I don't know if there's someone else here. Someone on the Nexus 6. I'm going to unmute you in case you are going to say something. I don't know. Who is that?
Omar.
Oh, is this Irfan? Hey. Okay.
How are you?
Doing great. So you can see the screen,
Yes.
right? You're on the Zoom app. You can see the screen. Right? Okay, cool. So yeah, in the next 1 or 2 minutes, go ahead and share these things on the whiteboard, okay?
Okay, my name is Irfan Hittini. I'm a best-selling author, among other things. I have the main service is payment processing for online and offline entrepreneurs, government, and other businesses, including high risk, all in 50 states in Canada and 33 European countries as well. This is for, the business owners mainly. That's my main target, of course, among governments and other businesses and enterprises. My price I have a very competitive cost plus, but a lot of factors go in based on your business and your cash flow and different things. So I would have to see your business first. Compensation, usually about 25%, but I would have to pay Omar out of that too. So we'll talk about it. What can I offer to others? Payment processing account, merchant account of your own, lowering your cost, increasing your bottom line. Also through my business partners, I can market. If you have a list, I can show you how to monetize that list, especially if you have business owners on it. We do webinars, and I have a direct response company as well. Correct size of audience on the A-level list with me, and maybe a couple of thousand. Size of potential reach, if included LinkedIn, on the 2nd and 3rd level, maybe over 75 million. And let's see. And that's about it. So reach out to me and or Omar, and we'll talk.
All right, great job. Awesome. So I'm going to now bring everyone back here. Okay. So as you can see, how many of you guys have heard, listening to other people, have thought of, have seen and thought of some really cool ways that you can work with that person speaking? Raise your hand. Yes, yes. How many have not? How many of you guys have just been like, man, I don't know anyone here who I can work with? No? Okay, good. All right, because if you did raise your hand, you can just, leave now. It's not really any reason for you to be here. All right, so with that said, I'm glad you guys see that. And like I said in the beginning, all of you have been vetted by me personally, and I know I'm going to promote every single one of you. Actually, I just forgot. I should share my thing real quick. Some of you might not know, so I'm going to share my stuff real quick if you don't mind. Let me 1 second. All right, so my name is Omar Briones. As you know, Infopreneur Agency is my company. My primary service is making events like this and creating joint venture collaborations, helping infopreneurs, that's my target audience, helping infopreneurs create, launch, and grow their dream business by connecting them with people like you, with resources and service providers to help them, with whatever they need in their business. And the price range, it really varies, of course. One thing that I'm doing, my primary idea for 2018 is to hold webinars and masterminds all throughout the year as a mentoring program. I'm not sure what I'm going to call it, but it's going to be completely free to join for 2018. 2019 is going to cost money, but when they join as a free member, and they watch your webinars and learn from you, they get a commission. So the person, they buy your program, I get a commission, promoting you. And then if you were to refer someone to that webinar, even if it's not your webinar, someone else's, I will split my commission with you. So maybe I need to share a little bit, to share that one more time. Hold on. So let's say Joel Roberts, he's having a webinar on the 4th. He's having a webinar, he's going to give me a commission. And if you refer someone to that webinar, and they purchase Joel Roberts' course, I get a commission and I split my commission with you. And anything in the future that person purchases from any of our other webinars, they're in our membership now at that point. So they're tracked to you forever. So you'll get commission for lifetime whenever they purchase something from someone else that we hold in our webinars. All right, so that's it in a nutshell. I can offer you, a stage. I can get you on our stage. You can be a speaker. I can share my attendees. Of course, I'm going to write the copy. I'm going to promote it to my list. I'm going to give you everything that's on this list, basically. Okay. And I do a lot of great promotions, a lot of cool things. You can get access to a lot of cool stuff, software, all kinds of cool stuff. And current size of my audience, I have about 1,000 clients that I've paid for my services. I have about 12,000 free subscribers and about 6,000 to 8,000. I really don't know the actual number I've added them to our membership. Okay, so all those people on our membership, they always get reminders of the webinars coming up. And my potential reach, honestly, it's infinite. The real number, I don't know, but it's definitely over 100,000, probably in the millions. I don't really know. Okay, so through my partners, through people that I work with, all kinds of ways, and you guys, you guys too. So all of you people here, you guys are my potential reach. If you think about that, if you add it all up, that's what the number will come out to. Okay, so hopefully that made sense. I'm gonna now stop sharing this. All right, cool. All right. So I just had to share that for those of you who did not know what I was up to and what I do. And so now let's get to the good stuff here. So now that you've seen these ideas that people are promoting, that you have some ideas of how you can work with them, how they can help you and you can help them. Let's make some plans happen. Okay, let's make some magic here. So I want you to raise your hand. If you are, let me just get a quick survey. How many of you are willing to do webinars? Just raise your hand. Okay, webinars, keeping them up, Irfan is raising his hand. Joe, I don't know if you're raising your hand, your video's off. Okay, and is that a yes? Okay, yeah. All right, so that's everyone. That is literally everyone. And David, your video is off, I think, or something. I don't know. I'm not seeing your video, but I know you will, so you're good. So that was everyone here, okay? And how many of you are willing to promote other people's webinars? You don't have to say who it is yet, but you're willing to do a webinar if it's a good fit. Just raise your hand. Okay, so, all right, that's pretty much everyone, you guys. So David says yes. All right, so, all right, with that, that's good. And now, okay, so what I think is a good idea to make this as streamlined as possible. Like if this was a real event in person, we could just spend the next hour or two meeting each other and exchanging business cards and all that. But we don't have a couple hours. So what I want to do, first thing first, go ahead and put in the chat box put your name, your website URL, and your email. Actually, before you put it in, hold on. before you do it, just hold on a sec. All right, so I want you to put it all together, okay, in one chat message. So you're gonna put your name, your email, your website, and if you want to share your social profile, LinkedIn profile, Facebook profile, whatever else, put that put that in as well. Again, it's all in one message, okay? So it's gonna say all of those things in one message. Don't send them one by one, or else it's gonna be lost and we're never gonna find it. Okay, so start over, everyone who just sent it in. So Ellen, got it, good job. So go ahead and do that now. I'm gonna put my info in there too. Oops. Okay, so keep doing that, and while you're doing that, I want to let you know what's going to happen is all of these details are going to be added to a little document or spreadsheet, I'm not sure what I'm going to use, to share with everyone else here, okay? So everyone's going to have each other's contact once you put it in here. And CF, I did not see your information. I just saw your name, so put everything in there. Okay. And again, so keep doing that. All right, and I want to let me see here. Mike Hayes, I need you to put everything in there at once, okay? All right. So I'm just going to give you guys some time to do that. So go ahead and do that. Cool. So thank you again. Now, what I would like to do is we're going to go through each person here, and let's see how much time we have. Okay. Does anyone need to leave in the next 20 minutes? Michelle, Jackie, Sunil. Okay. So we're going to start with you guys. So what we're going to do is everyone who I'm going to just unmute one person at a time, Sunil, Michelle, and Jackie. And everyone else, I'm going to ask you, if you think that you can work with this person, I want you to raise your hand, okay? And please show your video if you have your video off, Joe Nicasio, and Joe Y too. All right, so, and everyone else, so as long as we can see you, and Irfan, of course, you can raise your hand. I saw that's what you were doing. So I'm gonna start with Michelle. I'm gonna unmute you. Now, Michelle, for those, to give you a reminder, she is a professional speaker. She helps people make awesome videos, and that help them get clients, right? Sorry if I totally messed up.
Yeah, that's okay. The digital product that I have that's complete is called Make Videos That Sell, and then I help people with their signature talks, their performance online, on stage, on camera, and visibility. So visibility that actually gets you clients. So strategy and business coaching around being seen and heard.
Okay, so for those of you who have some kind of audience or some way that you think you can help them, someone, either you or yourself, or sorry, you or someone you know that would benefit from that, your audience or your colleagues' audience, if there's some way you can help her promote that program to help people, make videos that sell. And she says she has 100% success rate, you guys. So, keep that in mind. Raise your hand, okay? Just raise your hand. And Michelle,
Jackie's already promoting me.
So keep your hands up, you guys. Keep your hands up. All right. I'm gonna just keep this here, and Michelle will just take a look around. Actually, let me just keep your hands up. Hold on, let me check something. People are raising their hands on the thing. Okay, so I think, all right, good. So we're good. That's pretty much everyone, okay? So that was easy. I'm gonna lower your hands, David and Irfan. All right, so, Michelle, since you gotta leave, I'll figure out a way to get you guys connected. Okay. So
cool. Yeah. I mean, I put in my Facebook. You can PM me on Facebook. My launch for Make Videos That Sell. I'm doing a quick end of the year offer right now. That's already kind of happened and happening. I did my webinar yesterday.
Okay.
But my launch, I have an official bigger launch plan for April 5th through the 17th. So that's a great way to sync up. But I do independent webinars. I have a real estate focused webinar. To a list. If you can get 50 people on a call, I'm there.
Awesome. All right. Cool. So I'm gonna now mute you, Michelle, but stay on. Please stay on and participate here because I know you can help a lot of people too. All right. So now I'm gonna go with Jackie. You are good to go. You're unmuted. Now the same thing goes with Jackie. She has. I'm gonna remind everyone Speakertunity, and I know everyone so well, so I'm gonna just introduce them myself. So Jackie is she owns Speakertunity. She has a wide audience of speakers, and she helps them get gigs and book themselves solid. That's like her pitch. And she has resources in the speaker industry, and she can help people get gigs, and she can help you promote your gigs. I mean, if you have a place to share your, if you have a spot on your summit or whatever, it's a great way that maybe she could send some people to you. But anyway, so Jackie has a program that's different programs that they're in the 100, how much is it again?
Let me just, Omar, just a couple minutes. So I do have a program that's actually starting in January that allows people to give this 100 leads free so that they can actually get started, great start in the new year. So it's an easy way to get in and get out. So that's one program. One thing I didn't mention is I also have a training program that teaches people to write the materials that get them booked on these materials. That's a $9.97 program with a 30% commission as well. And I do webinars. So, by the way, I will trade people who, if you have more than 20 different great speaking opportunities around the country, and you can give me the contact names and the telephone numbers, and it could be local to you, I will actually trade you for a subscription to Speakertunity as well. Woo. So really cool things that I can do, but you got to give me
awesome
leads, and I don't have to do the work to find them.
Great. Okay, I'm definitely in on that. So everyone's raise your hand. If there's a way you can work with her in some way, you don't have to be specific right now, but just think if there's a way you could work with her or her audience, etc. Raise your hand, okay? Go ahead and keep your hands up. All right, so I'm just making a mental note, and you, Jackie, can do that too. All right, and Irfan and David are raising their hand too. Okay.
Irfan, David, Mike, and Michelle, those are right?
Say that one more time.
Irfan, Mike, Michelle, David.
Oh, yeah.
I missed the other ones.
Yeah, it was everyone. It was everyone except for,
everybody.
Yeah, except for like Narveer and JJ. But,
okay.
It's all good. That's a lot of people, right?
Really appreciate it.
All right. So let's move on to Sunil. I know, Sunil, you have to go soon, so I'm going to unmute you. And a reminder, you guys, he has Global Meetup Mastermind. He helps people build huge meetup groups and helps them get a lot of audience attendees to their meetup groups or to their webinars. You don't need a meetup group to benefit from Sunil. He will help people, get huge audience in their events, right? So you guys, go ahead and raise your hand if you have, your attendees or your audience or people would benefit from Sunil's program. Okay. And I also forgot to mention he has, probably should mention the audience size to remind everyone. It's 80,000 people in the North California, 80,000 business owners, and then there's all kinds of other people around the nation. So raise your hand if there's something you can offer his clients or his audience. All right. And Irfan, and that's pretty much everyone, actually.
Was that everyone?
Yeah, okay. That's everyone. Okay. Yeah, it's easy that way. All right, cool. So again, stick around. I'm gonna make sure you got everyone's contact info, and make sure you stick around to hear other people too. All right, so I'm gonna call on Ellen now. Hello, Ellen. So,
Oh, hi.
right.
I just wanted to say that that was just one of my programs. I have something called High Persuasion Presentation Program, and basically the audience is speakers and writers and anybody who has a message they want to get out to the world, and I help them get their message out through writing and speaking.
Yes, awesome. All right, and just want to let you guys know, since she didn't share this earlier, is she is a Microsoft MVP. That means there's only like 14 people in the nation who have that title. She's a pro at PowerPoint, right? So that's what gives her the credibility, and she has all these opportunities to get in magazines and promote you as a trainer, and for trainers, helping trainers make awesome presentations in some way. All right, so if you guys have that kind of audience, or you think there's something she can offer you and your audience, and vice versa, go ahead and raise your hand. Okay, cool. Just keep them up. All right, and just a reminder, Ellen, Kamaljit and Narveer are partners. They're the same company. All right. All right, keep them up real quick. Just keep it, please. So JJ, you're raising your hand. Cool. And Irfan, are you raising your hand? Can't see. All right, he's raising his hand. Okay. So that makes everyone. So that's easy that way. All right. Don't feel forced to raise your hand, you guys. I know. Don't feel that way. I want to make sure that you know that you're being serious. You are actually going to follow up, and you're going to follow through with what you think you can actually promote them or help them some way. All right, cool. So I'm going to mute you now, and we're going to go to someone else. I'm going to go with CF. Jackie, are you saying goodbye? Okay.
To be included.
All right, great. Okay, Jackie, I'll give you the recording as well, okay? So you can see other people. Awesome. All right, thank you. And at CF, I am unmuting you. I don't know why I can't unmute you. All right, go ahead and Ash. So CF, everyone, to remind you, she gets people on TV, on Roku. If you don't know what that is, it's a smart TV hardware, software thing. And there's like 16 million users, and she helps them have a spot. It gives them it's a really great deal, actually, to have their own channel, and not channel. I don't know if I'm using the right terms, but have a spot on Roku. Okay. So anyway, you guys, if you guys know people who want to get more exposure, more clients with on TV, speakers or anyone, go ahead and raise your hand. Okay. All right, keep your hands up. And so CF, just take a look around and go ahead and just take note of who's raising their hands, right? And David and Irfan, are you guys raising your hand because your hands are down? Irfan's raising his hand. Okay. Great. All right, and I also want to just mention, David said no, okay. I want to mention that, who was it? Oh, and JJ, particularly, I thought of JJ immediately because he's a video editor. He's a award-winning video editor. Actually, I'm going to go to JJ now, okay? So thank you, everyone. I'm going to check with JJ now. You're unmuted. So reminder, everyone, JJ he is a professional video editor. He has done this for many, many years professionally for, big time, people. And he's won awards. He's made this really awesome skate video that I love with Rodney Mullen. I don't know if you guys are skate fans, but anyway. All right, so go ahead and now, again, he makes awesome videos, and he's going to teach people how to edit awesome videos. So raise your hand if there's some kind of synchronicity, some kind of synergy. Keep confusing those words. Synergy to work with JJ in some way. Raise your hand. All right.
All right.
Yeah, it seems like everyone. And David, are you raising your hand? I can't tell. Sorry. I'm going to lower Irfan and David. Raise your hand. Just keep your hands up, you guys. Appreciate it. Okay, Irfan, anyone? Okay, cool. All right, cool, awesome. Good. Now I'm going to Yeah, and Sunil saying I can work with everyone. All right. So let's go with Mike Hayes, the media guy, and other cool things too. So reminder. I mean, honestly, Mike is one of those guys who is kind of like me, who has way too many connections to share them all in a 1 minute introduction. But he's a guy from the broadcast. He actually has been on radio, like real big time, like many years, and he has a lot of connections in that world. And he can get people on, national radio. That to me is like the coolest thing. But there's so many other things too. Go ahead, Mike. If you want to share, go ahead. Yeah.
Okay. One thing I'd like to add, in a nutshell, it's all about how to use the new gig economy to grow your business. I call it the new economy chamber, but really it's all about how to use all the new things to save up to 90% off agency pricing and grow your business. So really I can work with everybody and would love to.
Awesome. Yeah. All right. Yeah. I've noticed you raise your hand every single time. So you guys, how many of you think that you can actually promote Mike or work with Mike somehow, refer him clients or something, etc.? Go ahead and raise your hand. Okay, Irfan, everyone. Yeah, that is everyone here. Actually, Narveen, you're not raising your hand, right? Okay, so got it. You guys, thank you. All right. Let me just check the time. We're good. Okay, so, all right, that was good here. And now I'm going to go to Joe White. Oh, Michelle, you have to go? Take care. Bye. Okay. All right. Joe White, go ahead. Reminding, actually, Joe, this is the first time I've heard more about what you do specifically. Really interesting stuff. Can you just give us a real quick, 30-second reminder of the really good stuff of what you offer?
Sure. I taught real estate investing for about 15 years, around 15, 16 years. And since I did so well creating that course and it's so consistently through that time, I decided to create a course, basically an academy on how to actually create your own course product line. So that's online courses, products, white label, PLR, soup to nuts, the whole product line is. And mostly I'm working with speakers, coaches, some celebrities, and authors.
Awesome. Right on. And so Joe gives people, the training, but he also gives PLR and he helps them set up the course. So people have their own course. I mean, to me, that's really awesome. So those of you who have an audience or ideas, connections with someone who would benefit from Joe's thing or want to work with him in some other way, raise your hand. Okay. All right. And Irfan, are you raising your hand? I can't tell. Just want to make sure. Okay. So Joe, just pay attention there and cool. All right. Cool. So Narveer, you're next. I'm unmuting you. And so Narveer, to remind everyone, he does animated videos. He makes, those cool looking videos on people's websites that get them clients. So anyone have any audience or people in mind or some other way you want to work with Narveer, go ahead and raise your hand. Or at least you want to learn more, probably network with him, talk more about it, raise your hand. Okay. All right. Actually, so David, I lowered your hand. Go ahead and raise your hand if you want. Okay. Cool. So Narveer, just pay attention. Did you see everyone? Okay. Did you? All right. All right, cool. So thank you. And now I'm going to unmute David. He is the fundraiser. He helps people, raise capital for their business. And he actually speaks at CEO Space. In case you guys are familiar with CEO Space, that's how big he is. He's a big shot. So David, all right. So is there anything else, David, you want to share that I totally missed? Anything? If not, it's totally cool.
No, the main thing
Okay.
I missed was it has to do with, again, I said if you have great credit and it's leveraging your credit card, so basically you can pull money out of them. And again, that's the main thing. And like, yeah.
Okay. All right. So raise your hand if you know people who, or audience, your audience or people you might know that would benefit from raising money, capital for your business, for their business, with good credit. Okay. Or at least would like to learn more about it, Okay. So David, are you seeing the screen?
Yes, I am trying to capture it now. Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, cool. Thank you. And now going to Irfan. I wonder if I even called on Irfan. Irfan, this is our first time talking right here, right? This is
yeah.
Okay, cool. So you're the last one on the list, but Irfan, to remind everyone, he basically allows he creates merchant accounts for people. So if you know people who have who do like big launches, for example, they need their own merchant account. If you rely on PayPal or Stripe, you are risking a lot of money being on hold for several months and possibly them shutting you down. So I think of everyone needs that, and it doesn't matter if your credit's good or bad. Whatever works. It's he calls it high risk merchant accounts. He can help anyone get a merchant account. All right. So raise your hand if you're interested, or you have an audience, someone who would benefit from that. Just raise your hand. Okay. And
we specialize in the personal development, like the online infopreneur, author, consultant. Yeah, we have a special division just for that. So
if
you have that kind of business.
Yeah, David's raising his hand too. And Irfan, I forgot if you mentioned, are you willing to do webinars?
Yeah, we do that, like webinars. We can actually also, if you need funding for your media campaign, we can do that.
Right on.
There's a lot we can do. And if you're located outside the United States in 33 different European countries, mostly UK, Australia, New Zealand, those kind of countries, I can provide you a merchant account based on US terms, which is much lower than the European ones, and will save you tons of money.
Yes, definitely. Thanks for bringing
They
that
charge
up.
10% in Europe, so it's much less.
Definitely. Awesome. All right, cool. So Irfan, did you take a look around? Did you see everyone raising their hand?
I'm seeing, let's see.
Let's raise our hands again,
David.
you guys. Please do make raise your hand if you're willing to work with Irfan. Okay.
Yeah, if you have a list also, I can help you monetize it. If you have business owners on it.
Great. All right, cool. All right. So, all right, I just muted you now. Everyone's muted. All right. Well, I appreciate everyone being here, of course. I don't want to drag this on forever and ever. But as you can see, there's a lot of synergy. We can all work together if we do this. Now, I'm going to put all of the contact info that you shared in the chat box on a form or whatever else, a spreadsheet or something that everyone else will have access to. All right. And I'm going to share this. I'm going to have this recording in our members area for other people to see how we just did this. And you might even get more referrals from people that weren't on this call. All right. Is that great? You guys like that? Is that okay? Yes?
Hey, Omar,
okay.
I didn't go yet.
Oh my God, Joe. Oh. All right. Well, you guys, I just assumed everyone was willing to work with Joe. All right. So, all right, you guys, Joe is the business coach. He's a business genius, if you want to call him that. That's what I call him. He helps people make more money and optimize their funnels, all kinds of stuff. I could say a million things about him, but so Joe offers 30 to 50% commission on a high ticket program. It's a lifetime program. A lot of other things. Anyway, if you're interested,
it's not exactly a lifetime program,
right.
But yeah.
Well, it's a program that guarantees results. It's hard to explain. Sorry, I'm probably messing this whole thing up. But anyway, if you guys want to hear more or work with Joe, see if it's a good fit for you and your audience, or if you know that your audience would benefit from it, go ahead and raise your hand. Okay. All right. Irfan raised his hand and David raised his hand. So that is everyone. All right, cool.
Yeah, I just want to say that the easiest way, raising your hand is one step, but the next level is to actually, let's get on the calendar. So if you go to my website, employeeescapeplan.com, at the very top of the page is a schedule an appointment button. Let's get on the calendar and let's have that conversation.
Yes, definitely. All right, so I want to invite everyone now. Like that is actually what the next thing I wanted to do here, but I know I don't want to spend too much time doing this. Now, you guys all have each other's contact info. You're going to have it on the video recording. So reach out to that person, send them an email, or go to their calendar if they have a link, on the website. Just contact them and let them know you were on this call. And obviously we're going to recognize everyone here. Hopefully you guys have good memory, and just let them know what are your thoughts, how you want to work with them, what kind of things what kind of ideas you have, and schedule a call with them. That might be the best way to do it. All right. It's all about, building relationships with them and with each other. So we all, can learn more and really work with each other and make sure that we're providing the best service for each other. All right. So with that said, I wanted to actually get into scheduling calls with people right now on the spot. So that's actually, I think it's a better idea if I do that at the end of this. So for those of you who want to schedule a call, I'm going to schedule a webinar with who we haven't scheduled a webinar with already. So I'm thinking of Ellen, Irfan, CF, I think, yeah, CF, David, Mike, and Narveer and Joe. I want to follow up with you one-on-one. So everyone else that I mentioned, David, CF, JJ, Ellen, and Irfan, and Mike, please hang around. I want us to schedule a webinar. Okay, is that okay? You good? Okay. So with that said, everyone else, thank you all so much, everyone, for being here. I'm really glad you were here. And Joe White, Narveer, I definitely want to talk to you. Please reach out to me, and you'll schedule a call. All right. So thank you, everyone. Have a great rest of your day. Those of you who I mentioned, please stick around. All right. Have a good one. Bye.